It's time now for some business news, and Yuka Waye is standing by. And as we've been saying, the French Prime Minister has announced that the government won't be softening the current coronavirus restrictions here just yet. That's a disappointment, Yuka, to the country's 330,000 retailers who were hoping to see their tills ring before Christmas.
Definitely, Thomas, but with 1 in 4 deaths in France now linked to COVID-19, Prime Minister Jean Castex says that it's simply irresponsible to ease restrictions now. The government had earlier said that non-essential shops could expect to be allowed to reopen before the general lockdown ends, but that's not going to happen now. They'll have to wait at least until early December. And as for bars and restaurants, they will likely have to extend their closures even longer than that. Now, the Prime Minister stressed that the government would do everything it could to help small businesses. It will keep in place an aid of €10,000 for companies with fewer than 50 employees. The government is also encouraging landlords to waive rent to small businesses, at least for the month of November, in exchange for a tax cut next year. But many shops have continued to do business in secret, defying the government's ban, and that's because the pre-Christmas period is really crucial for French retailers. Most of their annual sales are made between November and mid-December. And the French Employers Association, MEDEF, estimates that the lockdown would cost the economy between €50 billion and €75 billion for the month of November alone, twice as much as the government estimates.
Now, Yuka, in the US, President Trump has issued another executive order targeting Chinese firms.
Well, President Trump has signed an executive order banning Americans from investing in Chinese firms that Washington claims have links to the military there. Now, it targets 31 Chinese companies that were designated by the US Defense Department earlier in the year as being backed by the Chinese army. The list includes some of the biggest companies in the country, including China Telecom and China Mobile. The ban is set to take effect on the 11th of January, just days before a new president will be sworn in the United States, and American firms and investors will be barred from buying stocks in those companies.
Moving on, Yuka, you have some news for us from the French car maker Renault. Tell us more.
Well, Renault accuses Nissan of dragging down on its results for this quarter. The car industry, as you know, has been badly hit by the pandemic, and Nissan has been no exception. It has been extended a massive credit line backed by the Japanese government. Now, the car maker on Thursday posted a loss of about €360 million for the 3-month period through September. That's a sharp reversal from a €470 million profit it made in the same period last year. Renault, as you know, owns 43% of Nissan, and it says that the Japanese partner negatively contributes to Renault's third quarter net income by about €30 million. The alliance has, of course, been already badly shaken by the Carlos Ghosn scandal.
And finally, Yuka, just give us a quick update on how the markets are faring at this hour.
Well, as you remember, earlier on in the week, we saw a global market rally by that encouraging news about a COVID vaccine. But worries over a virus resurgence now has taken over and once again weighing on global markets. On Wall Street, the Dow and the S&P both closed down by about 1%. The Nasdaq only slightly faring better. This despite the latest unemployment data showing that the number of first-time job seekers in the United States dropped to a 7-month low.
Yuka Waye with the business news. Thank you very much.